Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so you friends see it. Thank you.
Waking giant. Right after DNC scandal exposed, Trump got up the morning and smashed DNC to smithereens. Former interim chairwoman of the Democratic National Committee Donna Brazile publicly announced a major scandal within the DNC and Hillary campaign. In an excerpt from her new book made available to Politico, Brazile claimed that the DNC's shoddy finances led to a codependent relationship with the Clinton campaign that virtually guaranteed her primary win a year before there was even a vote. These explosive accusations have been corroborated by the likes of former Vice Chair of the DNC Representative Tulsi Gabbard, RI, who stated, "The deep financial debt, closed-door decision-making, complete lack of transparency, and unethical practices are now front and center. Now, it's President Trump's turn." True to form, he didn't hold back, blasting the DNC and calling on Jeff Sessions' Department of Justice to start investigating the matter. Trump followed up his tweet storm with more Friday morning, listing all of the DNC's recent scandals and imploring the DOJ to do something. "This scandal is so big that the media can't possibly spin it into something anti-Trump without making a Democrat look very bad. Share Trump's message out far and wide before the media buries it." A brand new DNC insider just brought Hillary's house of cards crashing down with one sentence. Hillary Clinton and the Democratic National Committee had a no good, very bad Thursday. First, former interim DNC chairwoman Donna Brazile went public with scandalizing excerpts from her new book in an article in Politico. Brazile claimed that the Clinton campaign had put a financial stranglehold on the DNC that all but guaranteed her primary win, in a move the former chairwoman called unethical. Now another DNC bureaucrat has come forward. Former Vice Chair Representative Tulsi Gabbard, DI. Gabbard slammed DNC leadership in a statement released on Thursday, saying, "Today we heard from Donna Brazile that what many suspected for a long time, is actually true. The DNC secretly chose their nominee over a year before the primary elections even occurred, turning over DNC control to the Clinton campaign." Then she brought the hammer down with one sentence. "The deep financial debt, closed-door decision-making, complete lack of transparency, and unethical practices are now front and center." Honestly, I couldn't have said it better myself. The house of cards is crashing down around Hillary Clinton. Thank God Donald Trump was elected president, or else the Democrats probably would never have had the courage to come forward and turn against her. Love seeing the DNC crash and burn? Share it loud and proud. HT The Hill. CNN reporter breaks her silence, admits beautiful thing about Melania and Barron Trump. The liberal media can't stop ridiculing Melania Trump. They like to call her miserable and complicit in what they consider her husband's terrible agenda. Even her anti-bullying campaign gets ravaged by the press. But one CNN reporter who covers the First Lady hasn't been able to conform to the media-approved narrative. In an interview with Fashion Week Daily, the Kate Bennett admitted that the First Lady isn't miserable like her colleagues at CNN like to claim. She's just quiet, and a very passionate mother. From what I've observed, she really connects well and seems to come alive in a joyful way when she's around kids. I think we saw that on her trip to Europe this spring when she visited sick children in hospitals and went to schools. It was the most we've seen from and heard from her. I've also learned that she has a side to her that's very mom-focused, the reporter said of the First Lady. I think people categorize Melania as a whole. They say she doesn't want to be here, she doesn't deign to touch the White House. I think those people would be surprised by just how opposite of that she is. This revelation should come as no surprise to anyone who actually pays attention to the First Lady. Her passion for Barron is unmistakable. She even refused to pull her son out of school mid-semester because she wanted him to have a smooth transition. Of course, the media used this as fodder to claims she hated her husband and wanted nothing to do with his administration. Once she finally moved, they focused on garbage like the appropriateness of her shoes and whether she hates her job as First Lady. But her shoes are fabulous and she loves the White House, and Bennett agrees. Melania has style and passion for her job. Share if you love our family-focused First Lady. It's hard being a working mom, but Melania does it like a champ. Trump just told the FBI something that might get Hillary locked up for good. Donald Trump hasn't given up his desire to lock up Hillary Clinton. The only problem is, he can't do it himself. He needs some help, and he's asking for it directly. During an interview with Larry O'Connor on WOL, Trump claimed to be very unhappy with the FBI's progress on investigating Clinton after it was revealed that her campaign funded Fusion GPS Russian dossier. Trump also reiterated that the information contained in the dossier was totally fake. Hopefully, the FBI are doing something, Trump said about an investigation into Clinton's involvement. At some point maybe we're all going to have it out. While Trump acknowledges he can't control the FBI's decision-making, these comments make his opinion very clear. He wants Hillary Clinton investigated right now. Trump could just let the issue go, as most mainstream media organizations have been forced to admit that the dossier contains many falsehoods about the president, but that's not his style. Clinton's involvement in the funding of the dossier is likely illegal, and Trump isn't going to allow her to remain above the law any longer. She got away with a litany of crimes when Barack Obama was in office, but there's a new sheriff in town, and he's not gonna let her get away with her crimes any longer. Trump just needs the FBI to get on board. Comment lock her up. And share if you think Clinton should pay for her crimes. It's time Clinton finally faces justice. Trump stared into camera and said one word that sent shivers down spine of every liberal in USA. In a fascinating and wide-ranging interview on Fox's The Ingram Angle, Trump took off the kid gloves and got down to business. He took on his main critics in the media with thoughtful analysis about how terrible they really are. And he gave examples. He mentioned how during the Republican primary the press treated him okay, probably because he was crushing the GOP establishment who they hate, but as soon as he won and took on the Dems they turned. He said he thought after he won they would go back to being fair. But sadly, they did the opposite. He spoke about how his family is doing and how they are adjusting. He said Melania is powering through and has been terrific, and he thinks Ivanka is getting a raw deal from the press. Yes, she certainly is. He spoke about crooked Hillary and was stunned he was so accurate when he said she rigged the election against Bernie. How this is not the lead story every day, what she did to Bernie, is behind me. Trump went on record saying he thought it was illegal, and most agree. If the media was fair, this election rigging would be the lead story every single day until Hillary got charged and brought to justice. Then the conversation veered towards foreign policy and the State Department. Laura asked Trump about the mainly hysterical left's claim that he was leaving positions in the State Department open on purpose. Trump responded like the man he is, according to a transcript put together by Real Clear Politics. So we don't need all the people that they want. You know, don't forget, I'm a business person and I tell my people, you don't need to fill slots, don't fill them. Correct. Let's try to save some taxpayer money for a change. The topic turned to Obama holdovers in government and whether they were hurting his vision. Trump looked straight into the camera and said the words that struck fear in the hearts of every liberal but was music to middle America's ears. The one that matters is me. All right. But let me tell you. The one that matters is me. I'm the only one that matters because, when it comes to it, that's what the policy is going to be. Hannity's explosive new Obama report is sending shockwaves through Obama's house of cards. Fox News' Sean Hannity has been building suspense over the past couple of days leading up to a huge reveal about the Obama administration. On Wednesday, Hannity tweeted, "And boy did he deliver, watch the video at the end." Hannity brought on guest reporters John Solomon from The Hill and Sarah A. Carter from Circa News to reveal exactly how Obama's uranium and nuclear deal went down. Apparently, Obama was working overtime to initially export the uranium to Canada, all the while the FBI knew that the energy executives in Russia were corrupt and engaged in criminal behavior. Here is a partial transcript of the interview. Hannity: Barack Obama purposely manipulated the process to allow this trucking company to be the conduit by which they got the uranium out of the country. Tell us what you found. Solomon: Yeah, there wasn't just one decision. We look at Uranium One and say we let them buy the mine and 20% of the ore that was being mined at that time under their control. But there was a series of decisions made by the Obama administration time and time again, between 2010 and 2012 that are incredibly favorable to Russia's Rosatom, the state-owned nuclear energy industry. Time and again these decisions are being made while the FBI knows that there is criminality going on by that company's executives. Hannity: The bribery, extortion, money laundering, the racketeering, and so on. Solomon: Yeah, kickbacks. And there's a second thing that I'm just starting to report on now. There were concerns in the Obama administration that were very specific concerns that Russia was engaged in a uranium scheme, that it was going to get enough control of uranium, dump it on the market, drive all the prices down. Hannity: Wow. Solomon: And put all the other people out of business. Those are two legitimate national security concerns that don't seem to have had an effect on all these giveaways.